Hey Tawala Mzansi, nomhlaba wonke jikelele. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our show. Yabona vandag on this show. Vandag. Yes. Zubuy. Napo Modise. Welcome to our show. How's it, bro?
What's up? I'm good. Thank you for having me. I'm good. I'm lovely. I'm a little bit nervous, but yeah. I'm lovely.
You can't be nervous, man.
Why not?
Your caliber doesn't allow you to be nervous.
Hectic.
But you
No, Kishapo, I'm all good. Happy to be here.
No, Kishapo, man. Kishapo. Bari kuthokoza and umhlaba wonke jikelele. You code. I wanna get this right. Into spoiled bread samudin. I like that.
Yes, spoiled bread samudin, the one and only, because your God just spoils me. God takes care of me. Your God spoils me like yo mdimangata. Yeah, so that's why. Spoiled bread samudin. Yes, sir.
Who's Napo Modise? To my 2000 asamtse being official, I doubt, man. The way uling spacing cutting, I doubt. But filming about it. Who's Napo Modise?
Juve. Napo Modise is a dynamic broadcaster. Napo Modise is a very talented individual who is from the humble beginnings, which is Motoroza. Napo Modise is just a very passionate, hungry individual who is on a mission to achieve all of his goals and all of his dreams. That's who Napo is. So I occupy different spaces within entertainment. Yeah.
Now, I don't want us to argue about this one. I'm telling you, I'm not asking you. But I stand to be corrected on the dates. 1987, 4th February, the star was born from Kumalo Street. Am I correct?
The 4th of February is correct, Gaza. I know you're correct. You're correct. Yeah.
The star was born.
Yes, a star was born. Sure. Yes, a star was born on the 4th of February. Yes. Yeah.
Schooling, Mokasi, Sabhep, Napo Kineskeraga.
Napo went to Albertview Primary, and then Napo went to Alberton High, and then Napo went to UJ, but Napo didn't finish his degree. Story for another day. But yeah, that's where Napo went to school. Yeah.
Fast forward, because we need to get to the juicy of your story. Today, we will share a story Sahauli Runa, Togoza, Mzansi Wongi, in the entire world.
Mm-hmm.
Because you've got the amazing story to share with us today as the son of Togoza. And it's important that we deliver that story. Kinako fela to stop angore riskera fitla to certain things. Now we start here.
Okay.
The era HML. The era HML. I thought to hurry, years later, Napo Modise, spoiled bread samudin. You'll be one of the musicians that we will glorify and say, look, he's a talent because of how you used to rock Jim Early. Just
hectic. Sure, I think I'm going to say that word a lot today.
You're feeling during that era.
I
have to. This is where you've started the whole thing.
Sure. Yeah, man, but Jem Eli, I was in grade 8.
Yeah.
I loved singing. I knew I could sing. I did very well on Jem Eli, you're right, because obviously I could sing and I knew I had talent. But for me, it was more of really exposing myself to try and tap into the space. But I definitely didn't nurture my voice and become a singer. Although sometimes I sing on stage now, but I don't think right now it would be something that I can do as a career, like to full on like sing. But I think Jam Ellie for me was more fun. It was more imali, bengfuna i-jam blaster nama chocolate. You understand?
Yes.
But also just to sort of get into entertainment, really. Yeah.
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 No, definitely. I think I went there once, and for me, I said, no. This can't be me.
It's not for you.
Now, before we get to this point that I'm about to raise that now, your dancing moves to whatever a wish run, whether it may be before the show or after the show, that energy, those dancing moves, would you create learning? Or is something etlang, you know?
Man, it's something etlang nje, you know. I think because I'm from a family of a very lovely, vibrant people. My older sisters used to really dance, like nebang khopotsa Thembile, Lelebo ba kopo mshaka, you know. So obviously I get that from them, you know. Mara nje hay man mo ne rhythm. Like it's innate. It's not something you can teach. Honestly, I think it's innate. Rhythm and vibes are just within. Maybe kidinka ngingelebeleni angas. But yeah.
Because you can dance.
Why, thank you. But you know, can I tell you though, the older I've gotten, I think I can't dance as well as I used to be able to. Seketswafa. I don't think right now I can still dance as good as I used to be able to. Yeah. My hands are rhythm, without a doubt.
No, you do.
Yeah.
You do. Just yesterday, Facebook, now I were to go to your videos, checking those moves on a stage, the energy that is there, and saying, no man, even if Ajinyana sees or one, but he can still dance.
Yeah.
That takes me to the issue here. Thokoza radio station, whereby you were so involved. Talk us through what happened there.
Sure. You know, I still say I think Thokoza radio really just re-amplified or reignited my passion and my love for entertainment. So, sure, the year was what? 2021. I see an ad on Facebook for a new radio station that is going to be launched, which is Thokoza radio station. And they are looking for presenters and staff, you know, a radio station. And I said, definitely, I'm going to try this. So I sent them through my CV, my demo, and then Bambiza for an interview. But literally, that interview was almost like my welcome to the job type of thing, because they really loved me. And then I did a show. I got a show. We used to call it the Morning Plug, which was a breakfast show. And I did that for, I think, about a year or a year and a half before I joined Kasi FM. Yeah. And I am so grateful, because that was really my first time after a very long time of a break from entertainment, where I got the chance to sort of do what I love again. So that's what I'm saying, like it reignited that passion again for entertainment and I guess broadcasting. Yeah.
What happened with the station itself?
As far as I know, the station is not operating anymore. For reasons probably known to the owners. I have no idea. So when I left, the station was still operating. I just obviously got a better opportunity, so I left. But I see the station is not functional anymore. What the reasons are, I'm gonna go hire Andas. Yeah.
Should maybe you get the invitation or the funding, and then we'll approach you to say, spoil bread somebody, please come back and run that radio station ya Thokoza. Would you do that, and why?
Sure, I would definitely not mind to be a helping hand to run it, but I don't think I have the capabilities to run a radio station. Like, you know, I mean, there's a lot that it's more than just presenters, you know. I mean, there's behind the scenes, equipment,
too much stuff.
Yeah, I mean, ads, all of that to run that type of an institution. Right now, I don't think I would have the capability or the knowledge to run it. But I would definitely not mind to be involved wherever I can, where I can sort of share with whatever knowledge I can impart in any way. Of course. Yeah.
You will definitely be happy to do so.
Yeah.
And just on that one, what do you think maybe the topics that on that station that will revive Thokoza largely, especially the young people?
Sure, I think there would be so many different topics. I think definitely things that are close to young people's hearts at the moment is obviously unemployment, but also young people are just not inspired anymore, you know. I think young people feel very boxed and have this sort of regulated thinking, or they are not, I feel like, questioning, feel like they are not given platforms to do what they want. But what people don't realize is sometimes you have to create those platforms for yourself. So I think it would be conversations like that, but also conversations that just remind young people that they are enough and they have what it takes. Yeah.
Getting to what we are now currently doing, of which is way interesting. Napo Modise. Let me start here. 2023, 2024, soul therapy here at home Thokoza. You've been the MC there. So much crowd. 75% of Bagba Nabalida. The MC there, it's Napo Modise from their soil. What was the whole experience all about?
Oh, man. Vusi, can I tell you something? I do so many different gigs, right? I'm on different stages. But there is nothing more heartwarming than ho bereka ko kasiao. Yes. You know, I still say soul therapy is one of my favorite stages. It's up there with one of my favorites. It's so beautiful because from the moment the lineup is announced, up until the day of the event, like the love, the support, it's just so humbling. It's so humbling. I get so much joy to be on a stage, and when you look at the audience, like it's, I can't explain it. Like it's just, it fills my heart with so much joy. I mean, I've been doing soul therapy for 3 years now. And it's such an honor. It, like, every time when they call me and they book me, I'm just like, oh God. Like, it's so special. It's really special. So, articulate, it's just so special.
The hugs, man. You're talking about, okay, now you know, and people would have stood up and saying, he's Napo Modise, Babatla Ufadi hug and all that. Look, people bataba how fit like space. How do you handle that?
We'll see. There's no way to handle it. I love it. I mean, I'm so I love. Plus I'm Aquarian. So love is our thing, you know. So I love giving love, I love receiving love. Yes, you know, there are times where maybe it can be a bit overwhelming, but most of the time, I mean, it's love. I love it. I embrace it. It's love. I love it. Like, And it just shows who abantu appreciate her.
Green.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, how do you not welcome and receive that? Yeah.
Now, on stage, the last year one, 2024, they've invited the gurus, man. You Vusi Nova, you Musa. My point is that I'm just trying to get across to you, and I also want to get your feeling regarding that. It's a local thing.
Yeah.
It's Togoza, but mostly Katoras in general. We do have the artists, the singers here, Kukas. To be specific, you Nozipo, you Kruna, they singing, music wabona in those lines of soul therapy thing. You take in terms of inviting them, just to revive them, just to support them. What is your thinking, your thoughts on that one?
Look, I definitely am all for supporting local, supporting our own. I think it's important for artists, if they are not invited, to have a seat at a particular table.
Correct.
But they feel like they want to be a part of that table. I think it's important for them to speak up for themselves or their management, or, to speak up for them or on their behalf, to say, listen, we would like to also be a part of 1, 2, 3. Do you know what I'm saying? And with every event, I think a lineup is considered. And honestly, if you show either value and a return on investment for the owners of the event, I think they wouldn't mind. I mean, I feel like the organizers of that particular event, RNC, if I can say, right? Yeah, I mean, we are uncensored.
Correct.
So,
correct.
RNC is all about pro community upliftment, community building, togetherness. What happens is that I feel artists are sometimes afraid to speak up for themselves for things that they want or want to be a part of. So I think it's the artist's duty, if they are not remembered initially by the promoter, to then remind the promoter.
To say, here I am, man.
To say, here I am, please use me, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm working on, let's do this. Yeah.
Interesting part. Very interesting part in terms of what those guys are doing in terms of bringing Fanuko Togos.
Yeah.
In terms of bringing Batbako Katoras together. I'm in support with what they're doing. Now, today's about you and you only. Talk us through Moja Love.
Sure.
Napo Modise ku TV. It is big, from Jim Ellis singing, now you being someone Osherang. Very interesting story ko Moja Love.
Again, I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but honestly, it was God's grace. Yeah. Can I tell you how Moja Love came about? So, one of the producers or directors from Moja Love is friends with my friend. But this is a friend of mine on social media. But look, I know him, but we're more friends on social media. Long story short, this producer posts on his Facebook, and I wasn't friends with that producer, posts on his Facebook and Instagram, I think, but he made a social media post that Moja Love is looking for presenters. This friend of mine then tags me. His name is Tabiso, by the way. Shout out to Tabiso. Ditabe. Shout out Tabiso. I love you. He tags me, and then he says, hey, this could be something that you could be interested in. Please check this out. I check it out. I send the director my stuff of work that I've done, because I'd done a lot of stuff on YouTube as well, some shows on YouTube. So I send him that stuff, and he's like, this is brilliant. Can we come and see you? Get to the auditions. Yo, rebangata Vusi. Like rebangata. Vusi rebangata. But they were looking for 8 presenters though. But there was a lot of us auditioning. Listen, I auditioned. I got in there, I auditioned in front of a couple of directors and producers. I think there were about 6 or 7, I can't remember. But I auditioned, and then afterwards they were like, okay, thank you. That's it, right? And then what's man. And then 2 weeks later, because I auditioned, it was in January. Literally 2 weeks later, I get a call from one of the producers. And she's like, hi, it's so-and-so from Moja Love. Please, can you come and see me? Not me asking her, what is it about? Is it good or bad? And she's like to me, if it was bad, I wouldn't have called you. Please come see me. Yo. Then I went. And then they told me we're going to shoot a pilot episode.
Yeah.
Shot the pilot episode, Vusi, and the pilot episode was approved. Then I signed an NDA. And then I was shooting already. Couldn't even tell my mother. Can you imagine? I couldn't even tell my mom. But my mom knows with my work, like I travel, right? So it wasn't a new thing that I'm traveling. But she didn't know that I'm traveling for something that I've wanted to do for so long. I couldn't tell my mom until the week of, I think the first episode probably aired in like April that year, Aksagopola. Which is so bad of me. I mean, these are such significant dates that I should remember. Yeah. But yeah, man, I couldn't tell my mom. I only was able to tell her on the week of, like, the episode was going to air. So my show is on Saturday. That week, they gave me clearance from the NDA that I can tell her. Yeah, man, but it was life-changing, so special. I loved it. First episode. Yo, not even makeup could help. Like, it was bad.
Yeah.
It was bad. But listen here, I enjoyed it, and it really just opened so many other doors for me. Yeah.
Now, after the Moja Love thing, I just want to go back a bit. You've touched issue yako Kasi FM.
Yes.
Are you still on radio?
Yes, I still am on radio. Yes.
Same Kasi FM.
Same Kasi FM. Yes.
Do you think though I think Kasi FM is in terms of getting the message across to people of Katoras, especially the young ones, is it enough just to have the Kasi FM only around Katoras?
Well, when you say is it enough, what do you mean? In terms of like a broadcasting space? Yes. Or do you mean should there be other radio stations? Yeah. What are you trying to
in terms of us having more radio stations that they will help in getting the message across?
Look, I say if it's not enough, people must create things. Yeah. People must create things that they feel would be enough. I definitely do think Kasi FM has done incredible work along the years, and they've also come very far from where they were. I also do think it's a great platform for a lot of young business owners, upcoming musicians. I feel like Kasi FM gives everybody a chance. So is it enough? I think they're doing enough. But there is always room for more. I mean, if somebody else comes up with a radio station, like if Thokoza Radio comes back, for example, or I don't know, there is absolutely nothing wrong. Yeah.
This morning, Kicheka, you status.
Non stock.
Yeah, I was stock around my status. and 2 weeks back, if not 3 weeks back, was saying said details, and I was like, you know what, this is a national crisis. Utswako gymming, I think, after the jogging and all that. Or myself and Chuku, if we're not gonna go to the gym, that will be a national crisis. I mean, why would you get to that space and would insult in that way?
Not saying that.
And all that, you know, upu to Nescopo like us. How's the gym, Joe?
Yo, Vusi.
Yeah.
O spicy jam. Ana kuika ba tibwaka nina.
Yeah.
Hakuika ba tikibwaka nina. Vusi, look, man, it's okay. It's okay. You know, I jog, ne? It's very good. I initially, when I started, I wanted to lose weight. But now I actually do it for mental health. It's just so good for me. It's so good for my mind. You know, like I'm able to process things, to regulate things. solution.
Yeah.
Even if it's not an immediate solution, it is a way to get to a solution. So running for me now is more lifestyle. Humanati, get enjoy. I can wanna the 5K,
Yeah.
the 10K,
Yeah.
wabo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's good, ma. Hakibu ikawa to hore mikaba and what? Because I've got struggles of my own. Okay?
Yeah.
I've got struggles of my own. So yeah.
You're not there.
No.
Napo Modise from Togo's.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, you inspire out of including
you.
myself.
Thank you so much.
You there's now your involvement le Vodacom. And in that space also there's Ford. Rubonada ukenaka haramastan. Your relationship with these two things,
Sure. So Vodacom, again, God. But Vodacom had a campaign that they were doing, and I was approached by Vodacom and an agency that was working with Vodacom. I think they'd seen my work with, obviously with Moja, but also with the Gota Fest, because I had, like I was saying, like I had an online web series anyway. So they also approached me, said we are going to be shooting testimonials, the adverts in different locations around the country, and we want you to head this campaign and, you know, interview our Vodacom clients who are going to be on these testimonials of Sinawe. And that's how it came about. Literally, that's how it came about. And we're shooting from Joburg to Durban to everywhere, talking to different people from the country that use Vodacom products. And it was just amazing. It was just amazing. I thoroughly enjoyed that campaign. And it was everywhere, and it also opened other doors for me. So I hope that answers your question. I hope that answers your question. And then with Ford, it was also a campaign. I got approached, and I mean, you know, I just did a young campaign for them. For the Mustang, the GT Mustang, which I need to drive and own. Vusi, you're gonna pray with me. Definitely. You must pray with me. You must pray. But what a beautiful car! What a beautiful car! But man, I've worked with some incredible brands. Lots.
You forever on the road. And not in a bad way, by the way, you know. Tell me, the family time, yourself, your mother, when do you get time to spend it? Because of if each and every weekend following you always busy. Now the family largely.
No man, I always make time, I always make time. I make time first of all for myself. That's very important. I like to make time for myself because I'm always surrounded by people. So I need time alone, so I can pour into Napo, so that Napo can then pour into the world and the work that he does. So I always make time, Vusi. You know, I make time. My family, if you were to sit with them here, all of my mom, my siblings, they will tell you I am very present in all of their lives as much as I can. I'm a very helpful uncle to all of my mchanas.
Yes.
I sometimes even do the school run where I pick up Boba Chana Bagako Skolong, take them for a burger. You know, I'm that uncle. I'm their favorite uncle, actually. I'm their favorite uncle. But I make time. I believe we have 24 hours in a day. And go 24 hours I make time. Yeah, always.
The music space. When I grew up in Do, and later it was TKZ, you know, and later Dilimanzedia, there was a group that was formed, Motogos, from your hidden force breakdown to deep level.
Yes.
Those guys, they used to rock Togos.
Yes.
And today they are no longer there. You take on that?
Sure. It's obviously painful to see that they're not there. I know one member from Hidden Force passed away, right? R.I.P. to Zintle. But with the other members, I think maybe Kohola or maybe the passion probably died, or maybe they are busy doing other things. I do not know. But one thing I do know is the moment when they were hip and happening, they made sure, and I think for me, that is why I regard them as some iconic people, Bakokasi, because in their moment and time to shine and to do what is they did it. They did it. So where they are right now, as long as they are happy, that's okay.
MCing thing, very interesting. Who inspired you? Where did you get the idea, look, I'm going to rock this and one day I will shine? Because in terms of that, you are indeed a shining star.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Wang blashi sayo.
Askis, man. But it's the truth. How you handle that the whole thing. I mean, yes, you are so incredible.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Sure. Look, the passion and the drive and the will to want to MC has always been there. I've always been a very vocal child. I mean, I did public speaking at school, debating, but I stayed for double. So, plus chemo, wow. I mean, even for how na something, be it 21st or what, they'd always be like, you Napo Zayenza, Napo utla MC, Napo utla Twara program. So it's always been my thing. I think what inspired me to now sort of do it on a more professional level was, I would say, just after Thokoza Radio, actually. I gained my confidence in speaking again. And I thought to myself, I mean, come on, of course, I can make money from this, But I have so many inspirations, hey? So many people inspire me, Vusi. So many people, and I'm such an old soul, and I'm gonna continue to reveal my age.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm inspired by. Do you remember Babi Mloyi?
Yes.
Babi Mloyi inspires me. I like Scoop Makatini. He inspires me. I love Somizi. Somizi inspires me for so many different things. That's my dad. So I love Somizi. Bonang inspires me. So many people inspire me. Alfie, Alfie Mkwanazi. He's also an MC. He also inspires me. So I'm inspired by so many different people.
If you were to have dinner with one out of Batbakotagomba Mention, who will that be and why?
I would want to have dinner with Anilem Dota. Yeah, I need to make that happen. I want to have dinner with Anilem Dota purely because I love Anile. I just love how she has turned her brand into like an institution, how diverse she is, how witty she is, how she's able to wear so many different hats and still remain relevant and consistent for so many years. Because, in entertainment, most careers are very short-lived. So to have longevity in the entertainment space, it really takes a special type of person. So I'd just love for her to impart some of her wisdom upon me and how she's doing it or does it, Yeah, so Anilem Dota, yeah.
Okay. Before we get to this interesting part you're doing with the Kota festivals and all that, Chuku wa chamula man.
Wacha.
Chuku wa chamula and Chuku nkarona ntnyana batlang go botsa yona yena le rock.
I want the king. What's about the questions that's on behind the scenes?
Behind the scenes.
Yo, young stressor. Diba brutal.
Yeah.
Diba brutal. Okay, let's hear it.
No, not today. Not brutal today. So, the first question is, how much do you charge?
Huh?
Yeah.
For what?
Eh?
For what?
For a gig. What type of gig? Let's say a festival.
So I have standard prices, and I'll send you my rate card, so you can see my prices. And I also tailor my prices sometimes, based on the ask and the client. Yeah, so I don't have set prices. Well, I do have set prices, but I always tailor them for the particular client.
Yeah, but I want to know now.
No, I'm sorry. You can email me, and I will send you my rate card.
Oh, no problem. So, another one.
But it would have been nice if you put like a figanya.
A figanyana. Okay, from 10, 20, 30, 40.
They are now putting in sport.
Hey, le batla batla ntshwara
No,
poho.
don't tshwara poho.
The viewers would want to know. Like,
No, le batla ntshwara poho.
No.
No, what if somebody watches this and it's in September 2026 maybe, and they watch this and then my prices have changed? Do you understand?
okay.
So I feel like that if you honestly want to know and you want to inquire, book me and you'll find out how much I charge. You know. How?
Is he your manager?
You know. No, he's not my manager.
I'm friends with the manager.
Is it?
But still.
I'm friends with everybody.
Yeah, but now, what prices, like, how
You
do
guys
you
good?
know my prices? Just now, but what on
Exactly. How
or
old
maybe
are
they'll
you?
be like, yo, this guy,
This guy is good.
oh, what cheapo saw?
Yeah.
This guy, oh, cheapo saw. Hey, this guy, why? This guy,
Yeah.
it won't be the latter.
Soccer
Aye.
players are getting paid, so I don't need it all.
Soccer players.
Ma, you go compare the soccer player.
No.
I'm a soccer player, I'm a national treasure. Okay, but now I'm also a national treasure.
SARS, yeah, it's okay. Yeah. You're running away from SARS.
No, Saz is my friend. Saz is my friend. Shout out, Saz. They my
Napo,
friends.
On a just Friday, a normal Friday where you're not doing anything, you know, you're not busy with your gigs and stuff. So normally when's that?
Yo, ngiyaklina. Manka to cleaner. I go for a haircut. After going for a haircut, I'll probably go and have a very nice lunch somewhere. Sundowners. Oh, ke motho le di vibes. Ke rata about the sundowners, your margaritas, nice lunch.
Yeah.
How about it? So nice. I take care of myself. If I'm not doing that, then it would just be like a maintenance day for whatever. Like, yeah. Or sometimes in the endlini and just eat a lot of junk food. And then I get my hair. Yeah, eat a lot of junk food, watch TV. Yeah, the ordinary stuff that everybody does. That's what I do.
But you're not mentioning friends. Do you have friends?
Yes, I do have friends.
He
Of
does.
course, I have friends.
He's not saying anything.
Yeah, well, obviously,
Friends.
my sundowners would probably be alone or with my friends. I mean, of course, I have friends. I mean, my friends are like, amazing people. You know some of my friends.
Yeah, I know Caesar.
Yes, you know, C, shout out to C, Lebohang Matlala, all my friends. But I'm not going to mention my friends' names now. Just now,
Your best friend.
yes, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Lebohang Matlala, yeah. Of course, I have friends, guys. Come on. Like, I mean, I ain't peeling you on. So, but what banana ke Rambo mo ke phela ke le one.
You can't.
Oh, Vicky Naldi told me. So yes, I would go out with my friends as well. I mean, I'm a sundowner. I was going to ngaba
But I'm humble one.
Yeah, okay, I do that, but also ngaba nabachom.
Yeah, I mean, I'm humble one.
Napo Modise. Now,
Okay, fine. Behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Yo.
I mean, but
Yo, ghost man. Yo.
your take on this one.
Mm-hmm.
It's worrying for me. Not
Is it worrying? Should I be scared?
No, you need not to be scared.
Okay.
I just want to get your thoughts on this one. The abuse of drugs, not go Togoza Fela, not go Katlehong Foslo. Country as a whole. What do you think maybe can be the solution? Because I don't know, this is not just a pandemic.
Yeah.
It's some
National crisis.
It's a national crisis.
Yeah.
It's some evil spirit.
Yes. Yo, you know what? Hey, I don't know how we can fight the scourge of drug and substance abuse, but I honestly feel most of it boils down to idle minds. I think idle minds are the devil's playground, and if people were busy trying to sort of empower themselves and trying to get a better life, then they obviously would not get involved in drugs. I feel like drugs are a thief of joy. I feel like drugs are dimming your light. Drugs are a monster. And the only way we can honestly beat them is to continue to educate people more about them and the bad side of using drugs. But also, I feel like it really just boils down to idle minds. Like,
Correct.
yeah, honestly, if people had more things to do, they wouldn't do drugs. Because I feel like drugs is also a choice. I think people choose to do drugs. The only person who would not choose to do drugs is somebody whose drink got spiked or whose food was laced or whatever, you know. That person is different. But somebody who goes and leaves their house to go and buy a bag of cocaine or ndashi or whatever, it's a choice. And people only make better choices when they're exposed to better and they have better to do. Yeah.
Go ahead at some stage, I know, man, like catering company.
And sell thing.
If you look thing.
Yes.
Now we are talking township economy
Uh-huh.
and the support from gas. Remember, charity begins at home.
Yes.
Kidula ko Thokoza. I can't support you but bako Soweto before
Absolutely.
support but bako
Absolutely.
bako Kasia come
Yeah.
on like it's one thing.
Yeah.
Do you think in terms of support in whatever business may it be, Kokas, are we supporting each other like fully so? I'm talking about Muturik Sam Makwenya, Muturik Sandi Damati, Mutunan li catering, Mutu unan li saloon, Mukas. Do you think about bulkationing in terms of supporting those kind of businesses? Are we in the right space or are we doing enough?
Well, shout out to Nomshato Catering.
Yeah.
That's my mom. So I would say yes, definitely. People support as much as they can.
Yeah.
But also people support quality services. So it's important for Kasi entrepreneurs and business owners to deliver and render quality services. That is the only way that people will come back. Do you understand? Of course, questioning, people have options.
Yes.
Okay. But if you deliver quality and with a quality, people will come back and support you. It's just unfortunate that sometimes batwa questioning, and maybe this is going to be a controversial statement, and it's not all people,
Yeah.
but most people don't like to pay for certain services. Do you know what I'm saying? They'll say, Vusi, I never uncharge 20,000 for 1, 2, 3. No, one understand. Unfortunately, that's also just a mindset shift that people need to really get into. But I feel like people support and choose where they get quality service. So yeah.
Kota Festival.
Yes, sir. Boom, 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 boom.
Kota Festival.
Yes, sir.
Before we get to that,
Yeah.
tell me, how do you choose dress code yahaw to this event? Because you always yes, you always stunning.
Yeah.
You always stunning. You always on point. How do you prepare? in
Vusi,
terms
carry on. What else?
of- How do you prepare in
Boo,
terms
papa,
of, in
boo,
terms of your dress code? Who's your stylist?
So my stylist is my best friend, Lebohang Matlala. Shout
Yeah.
out to Lebohang Matlala. He's one of the people who styles me. But I also use different seamstresses as well. There's a lady Wamotogoza, actually. Her name is Ausmaidedi.
Okay.
She does some of my clothes for me. I'm also sometimes dressed by Lindani Styling. Like this is from Lindani Styling. You know Lindani? He's
Yes.
a stylist to all the stars.
Yes, nice.
Yeah. And then Ning Ning, I style myself. Yeah. So it really just depends on the occasion, and yeah, what is required, etc., etc. But I honestly have a lot of incredible people around me who are very stylish. Yeah.
How
That
many-
style me. Yeah.
No, you always.
Thank you.
Looking good.
Keleboa.
Like you don't just go to any event. I'm talking about any event. Ole Napo Modise. You always make sure to say, "Bona, I'm here and I'm here to make an impact." So big up
Thank
to
you.
them.
Thank you so much.
How
Thank
many
you.
Kota festivals did you attend?
Sure. So I mean, I've been with them for 3 years now.
Yeah.
God's grace, I've been with them for 3 years now, and last year we started a tour. 2024,
Yeah.
we started a tour where we were visiting or doing Kota festivals around the country. So this year again we are on a tour, and this year we've got 11 stops. We are going everywhere from the East Rand to Cape Town. We will be there. So I cannot tell you the number. All I know is this year there's 11 shows. I've already done 2. I've got 9 to go. So yeah, but I can't count how many. I
Yeah.
mean, but I've been with them for 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah, and like I'm saying, we started touring from last year, because previously nearly got Josie Fela
Okay.
in 2023. But since 2024, going forward, we are now touring.
Okay.
And our aim is literally to take Kota to the world. So right now we are taking it to South Africa, then we're going to take it to Africa, and then the world. Yeah.
The experience here, the Josie Kota Festival, and the crowd there. Give us the experience. There's Josie. There was the East Rand one.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I even saw Matatzing. You were somewhere called Nel Sprayed.
Yes,
It was the
yes.
same thing.
Yeah.
The experience. In terms of the turn up, the crowd, but whom are doing the Kota Mokas, and across. Your experience in terms of that.
You know what? The Kota Festival experience is always just so mind-blowing. So first of all, I go try just by the way. I literally always get nervous every single time. It doesn't matter how many times I've been on stage or behind the camera or whatever. I don't know. I could try it, number one. But there is nothing that I love more in an audience than seeing familiar faces. But also seeing familiar faces who are business owners from the township going out there to the world to go and expose their business. And I mean, some of our vendors are from Motogoza, Spray D, Maps Eatery, Gokai. Those are some of the vendors that come to the Kota Festival. So for me, I think, the experience is great. First of all, just because so many businesses are uplifted and so forth, but also just the crowd, the energy.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. It's crazy. Vusi, I don't want to lie to you. Every experience is different. In as much as it's all common, it's the same type of event. But it's just always different. There's different artists that are performing. There's different vibes that we expect. And obviously, in every kasi, a culture ya teng, or the way by etsang dilo ka teng, So even me as an MC, I kind of need to keep it fresh, be relatable to the people where I'm going, to that particular audience. So it's always fun. And the first, every time always feels like the first time.
The purpose behind the Kota Festival thing.
The initial plan was to take Kota to students in Jozi, who are living at Res or wherever, and Abeko Ekasi with and close enough to get Amakota. So the plan or how this festival came about was literally to take Ikota to students around Jozi, but in an entertaining way. Also while uplifting township economy. Little did we know that the festival would grow as much as it has now over the past 3 years. Yeah. Now it's grown. Like I'm saying, there are vendors, there are all types of businesses, so many jobs are created at this festival. And it literally just brings families together, and they have a good time. And here we are.
Your experience with the one yaku East Rand, was it called Carnival?
Yes, Empress Palace. Empress Palace. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
beautiful. It was so beautiful.
Yeah.
It was so beautiful. I mean, the crowd was amazing. And also, people come out despite the weather. Like, kanako eya ko Empress Palace.
Yes.
Pula nesi, weather nesi 100%, nje, but people still came out. It was a sold out show. It was a sold out show. People came out. They came with a good attitude. They came and we had fun. Like, you know what? Every festival is just amazing. I don't know what to say, but it's just Homonati. It's always amazing. It's always special. And the crowd is just always incredible. Yeah.
Now, with your experiences, Limo Utsamailin thing, you've been like around. I think in terms of showcasing Pitsoya and the God-given talent, you've been like doing so well. Now, I just want to touch on, just share with us to say Napo Modise king e alimpizika yona. Napo Modise, what is it that abatlang o yetsa after the whole thing? Abatlang o hopolo ka yona as spoiled bread something.
Sure. There's so many things that I still want to achieve. I mean, I want when in a few years' time when I'm introduced, I want to be introduced as one of the most sought after broadcasters in the world. Do you know what I'm saying?
Official, you there.
I receive.
You there.
I receive. But that's how I want to be called and described, right? And I still have a lot of work to do. I'm nowhere near half of the things I want to achieve, but I do definitely know I am on the right path, and with God by my side, everything is possible. Now, in terms of how I'd like to really be remembered, I really want to be remembered as somebody who went after everything that they wanted, and somebody who also paid it forward to others who were still on the come up. I just want to be remembered as somebody who lived a full and wholesome life, and who never let fame get to their head. Yeah.
Currently, what are you busy with?
Right now, I'm busy. I've got a lot of events. So right now, I'm mainly focusing a lot on emceeing. I've also got a web series that I'm doing with the festival, the Kota Festival. It's called Tlapulele. Those are some of the things that I'm working on. And yeah, I think people can just really keep it locked to my socials to see the different things that I am going to be working on. What's about the NDA?
Yeah, you're busy.
So, setting I until I clearance, otherwise it's or So, but that's really what I'm busy with. Anything work related, I always do let people know via my social media and stuff of what I'm doing. Yeah.
Currently, Transnet Community Center, they busy, in terms of the filming, Togoza film.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think about that in terms of? I mean, we've got so much talent to go towards. The soccer star, the coach, the boxer, the DJ, and all that, MC, and all that. Togoza filming industry.
Well, the Togoza film industry must firstly book me, okay? When those
listening,
they must book me. Make sure that I get booked for the launches or anything like that. But man, on a serious note, no, but that is also serious. I want that booking. I'm happy. I'm proud. We have so much talent that is undiscovered, more Togoza, and I think the more and more such platforms are made visible to young people around the community, they will then not lose hope in their dreams. You know what I'm saying? So I'm all for it. It's exciting. Let's make Togoza great again. let's make Thokoza great again, because Thokoza has got so much potential. You know, if I could tell you the amount of young kids that would DM me or whatever, say, hey, I want to do this. How do I do this? Please, can I come shadow you to do this? Whatever. It's just so humbling. But also, it makes you realize how many people are just so talented and just want to do this and just don't know where to go or who to speak to. So yeah, I mean, it's good. Shout out to Transnet, and also it's looking so good, by the way. Because Thokoza Radio was here, hey?
Yes.
Do you know?
Correct.
Thokoza Radio was here. So I have not been here in a very long time, in years. And when I came here the other day, I was like, what? Transnet has done some incredible things with this building and this place, and it really looks good. So Viva, and we can't wait for that film festival. Yeah, with Napo as one of the headline MCs. Thanks. Yes.
Just before we close, Shuku, do you want to chip in? Are you
No,
good?
I wanted to ask something, but you already
Come.
covered. You've already covered.
Okay, you're good.
Good. No, he can't have more questions.
He can't
One
have more
question
questions.
side,
Yeah.
the out of pocket.
Yeah.
Akiri back.
Yeah.
Akiri back.
Yeah. Do you have anything we want to say to us and to Thokoza, to Mzansi, to the entire world?
Yes.
Napo, spoil bread Samudimu.
I see your director is saying I must look into the camera. So I will look into the camera. First of all, I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to the people of Thokoza. The people of Thokoza have showed me nothing but absolute love. I would say Thokoza, Katlehong, and you know, the East Rand as a whole. I have entered some competitions in my journey of entertainment where it was public voting type of stuff, you know, and I really just need to say this on this type of platform. I won a red carpet host for the South African Social Media Awards in 2022, and it was all because of the votes and the support that I got from people on social media, and who are majority from Thokoza, Katlehong, Kaika, you know. So but they love me, they support me till today. In anything that I do, anything that I'm hosting, they want to be there. When I'm there at the events, they show me love. I'm eternally grateful. I am absolutely nothing without their support. It means the absolute world to me. So I want to say thank you to all those people who continue to support Napo Modise, Sport, Brat Samudimu. Thank you for loving me and continue to support me. And to the world, gee whiz, thank you for loving and accepting me. And I promise I will continue to inspire and make you proud. And make myself proud. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Man, in closing, we thank you.
Thank you.
How
Thank you.
busy schedule how to make time for us to share your story, your journey. Liruna as Thokoza podcast Uncensored. We appreciate your time. But in closing,
yes, sir. In closing, you sound like a
closing,
pastor. Yeah. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can I be personal?
Hectic.
Can I just be personal?
It depends. Okay, no, it's fine. Go for it.
Whether you grant me or not,
You're gonna
but-
do it
but
anyway.
I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yo.
And in this fashion,
Yes, sir.
you are the best thing that ever happened. Thokoza, Katoras, Eastern, Little Fatska Parabalon. Ever. And we thank you for it.
Hectic. Hectic. Thank you very much. Yo, I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Why am I getting teary?
Kiss man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. That is so humbling. I'm just doing my best. I'm just doing my best. But thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Can we end, because I will cry on camera?
We are.
Thank you.
You can
1426. Stand up.
You can
Shout out,
Thank you.
shout out, shout out, shout out. Thank you so much.
and cut.
Hectic.